It's 9 a.m. I woke up about 12 hours ago. So I'm working on this butterfly right now. This is one of the concepts for the Outlandish Curiosity, the Kevin Folks book. So this is the concept number 4 from the ones that I've been working on so far. I hope you're gonna see those on the screen right now, because I'm not capturing this screen. So yeah, the previous 4 went really well. Especially I loved the third one, the female version of Quinovix that we worked on before in Sketch, like a year ago. But then I had to go back to the second one, and you can see there's a small butterfly next to the big flower. This is that butterfly. So I'm working on what this butterfly looks like in close-up. So this is not turning out that awesome so far, but that's not because I find it hard to search for a design of a butterfly. I have quite a few ideas, but it's just that I've been a bit distracted. And I feel like there's this threshold I'm hitting right now. This is the concept number 4, 5. I'm in a weird state, so don't blame me. Concept number 5 from one set of pictures that is one project. And I fear that I'm becoming kind of less inspired. Like I started really fast and well, and now I'm like losing the pace. Maybe not. There's a good chance that it worked really well because I had 2 weeks of streaming. So whenever I wasn't streaming, I was free to do anything. And now I have to edit. So that's taking away time, and usually when I'm in full YouTube mode, it's harder to do commissions. So maybe that's the reason, but also the big reason is the whole sleep schedule thing. Like, I'm in my most glorious fuck up of a sleep schedule that I've ever been. I mean, I've been in this exact one before. This is like the maximum one, when you just wake up at 10 p.m. and whatever. So yeah, right now, I'm in this weird state. Like, I kind of woke up not such a long time ago, but at the same time, I'm not sure if I slept long enough, and I myself can't tell. I have no idea if I should go to bed. Kinda sucks. But anyway, it's 9:20 right now, and I should go to the store. And then I'll come home and probably work on the concept more. Hope I'll get my head together at that time. Digital buttons are so slow to do this. So yeah, I think the fresh air of a rainy day will make me more awake or sane, or I don't know. So my phone storage got full after 3 minutes of recording, so I've had a great run of being a vlogger. Anyway, this day is gonna be completely ruined by my condition again, so I think I'm gonna go to bed soon, and we'll continue in about 12 hours on a fresh head.
He's gonna wake up. I think he's gonna take off his robe, he's gonna wake up, he's gonna walk out and they're gonna ring the bell, and he's just gonna go like this for like 9 rounds, and he's gonna look at the judges, and he's gonna go like this, and he's like gonna go to the...
And that was about it for what I did after I woke up. I ran for an hour, then I ate, and went to bed. And it sounds bad, but there was a good reason for that. Art block. Or really, commission block. Like, I have no problem working on my own ideas. That's probably not exactly typical. Usually artists ask me all the time, how do you come up with your own ideas? Well, that for some reason kind of like solved itself after years and years of practice, but it kind of naturally pushed away the ability to work on alien ideas, like not mine, projects. things can easily get too much for me, and I just start to lose pace, productivity after a little while. And so how I decided to fix it? Well, I asked myself that question when I woke up yesterday, and the answer was kind of obvious at that point: discipline. Or a much more important one, self-discipline. Like, don't get me wrong, I love being free from responsibility. That's why I chose YouTube in the first place. I'm my own boss, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, and I still do love it. But what's interesting, this is like some kind of next level understanding that grew naturally from being free this whole time, the 2 years, the desire to get self-discipline. No one told me to work on my discipline. That brings a lot less misery in itself, which is great. Basically, I was free for a long time and I can still keep doing it, that's the point. Like, all the commissions that I ever do, they're kind of an extra. I don't really need them in any way. Like, I don't have a lot of desires. I'm an elephant in the elephant forest. But after being in this free swimming for 2 years, I just grew to think that I just want more things going on. And the only thing that is standing between me and those things is the fact that I can't get my stuff together and just start working. I lose a lot of time on being shapeless. And number one thing that I think needs to be addressed is my sleep schedule. That's why I decided to go to bed early. I took 2 sleeping pills just to make sure it works. And right now, it's actually almost 3 a.m. and I'm going to bed in 30 minutes. No other way around it. So basically, I kinda lost this day again, but I think it's for the good cause. I was working on my studio a little bit, changing everything to make things a bit more interesting. So I think it was well spent. But more importantly, I'm in my, what is it called? Jet lag of sorts. Like, I'm literally in a jet lag. I'm switching my sleep schedule. This is really tough. But yeah, the point is that I just should stop thinking too much about what I feel and only look at what I do for a change. So yeah. Interesting, this video took basically 3 days to record, but I finally found what this video is about. It's about the struggle that I'm in with working on Kevin's commission. So tomorrow I wake up early, I run, I go to the store, and I think I'll take you with me for the next episode to get something very cool, hopefully. And after that, we are working on the commission, so this will be the rest of this episode. No screwing around. It's weird, like, the whole idea of self-discipline, it's ancient, but I feel like I found something awesome. Like, this is a new tool that will make things amazing. Like, you know when you buy a new tablet and you think you're gonna be painting better? That kind of stuff. So yeah, I think there's no point in starting anything else today, so that will be it for my thoughts at the moment, and switching to the next day. Okay, hi. It's 11 p.m., so we have 4 hours to work. I'm really pissed at myself for waking up after 13 hours of sleep at 4 p.m. Was it 4 p.m.? Insane. But more on that in the next episode, as well as on this thing in the next episode. Right, so now we're gonna go ahead and paint the butterfly. Let me just... Thank you. Okay, let's clone this layer of whatever the stupidity I did before. And now let's think in a much more of an intense way on this actual concept. Now, what I was doing before is just basically cloning the butterfly like the real butterfly from whatever references I had. Now we need to make it look actually interesting and unique. The only unique thing I have in here so far is the coloring of the wings. What I want to do, I want to play around with the shape, right? Can we go with this kind of stuff? Make it a bit more interesting. Only this whole thing for now kind of goes into the sci-fi area. It looks very sci-fi. So we're gonna make it a bit more extravagante. by adding some brand swirlies of Harange universe. Harange is the universe which Outlandish Curiosity story is a part of, so the whole universe has swirlies as an important part of it. So yeah, we'll do that, then we'll add some interesting colors to the body of the butterfly and probably work a bit on the shape of the head and the eyeballs, like something more expressive. A slight hint of cartoonish, but still realistic. That's basically the formula that I go with. So yeah, let's search. Almost forgot to look at the concept from the Midnight Lotus composition. It's really close to what it's supposed to be, only these balls. There's like a whole thing about the balls. They're the fluffy dingly dangly balls. And the point is, when the turtle is collecting the nectar from the Midnight Lotus, these balls, they rub on the surface of the flower, and it creates like a chemical reaction, and the whole thing kind of like works in between them, like the flower opens up and that triggers something. Anyway, like it's somewhat based on what really happens in the nature. So yeah, I shouldn't forget to apply the balls. They should be on the tail, as Kevin said in the end. Like, I first tried them on the tail, but they looked too phallic, and then I moved them upwards, but Kevin said it would work much better if they would be at the tail, so maybe in a different position. They used to be like this, which is a bit too much. Maybe kind of like that or something. Or maybe on the sides it actually works, because the tail isn't that long anymore. Yeah, we'll probably do that. It's not gonna be that phallic anymore. Awesome. Okay, this is kind of a cool glowing yellow addition I did right now with the balls and the special bevels or whatever it is, dents in the wings, looking kind of cool. But still looking too sci-fi, so let's work on that. Let's make the shapes of these things, they look too Tron-like. We need to make them more of a loose, like the way they were in the initial concept. It kind of worked better. So let's do the same thing. Okay, adding some final details here, some hairs on the body, and overall worked on the whole thing pretty intensively. Oh my god, this looks so Tron. Like, this stuff is insane. Yeah, this looks a lot more like something from Harange. So yeah, added glowing eyes, glowing, whatever this is, nose thing, nose mouth, glowing antennas, whatever. Basically made the whole body also as interesting as the wings, with some glowing elements. I think it kind of works out pretty cool. I'll probably, right now, I'll work a little bit more on some details, and then I'll send this to Kevin, because he hasn't seen anything from the concept of this turtle butterfly yet, so we're gonna do that. He only saw this preview little thing from the Night Lotus composition. So it's been basically an hour of work, and we have some stuff figured out pretty well, I think. The glowing eye kind of really added the character, I think, without actually making it look like, you know, a person, which is, like, for such a small insect, I guess it wasn't exactly necessary to do that, or not exactly appropriate in a way. Like, it should be mostly a butterfly, not a character. Let's lose some edges around the balls to kind of highlight them better, because they are kind of not very noticeable at the moment. This is not a concept thing, more like just an artwork thing. Like this, like smoother kind of edges. And in the back it just looks so much better if we just lose this edge in here. Gives more depth to the picture, like this. Okay, cool. I think I like it a lot more now. Actually, the balls look so cool with the glowing legs and glowing wings and all. It actually looks like very interesting. Couldn't really tell initially, but when I flipped the image, it kind of works out pretty well. Loving it. Hope Kevin will say the same. Okay, so this is it for the Dirtle concept for Outlandish Curiosity. We'll do more of these soon. I'll keep working on the concepts like this week, so I don't know if I'll be recording right away the next concept, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna select at least one of them soon enough. But yeah, this is it for the OC concept work for this episode and the whole search in the self-discipline area. This looks awesome. I love it. And also, I thank you for watching if you did. I guess you did if you're here. Leave a like and subscribe. Tell a friend. Look at things at a different angle. Do whatever you want. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. This thing is so cool.